Next, I'm going to perform a procedure called an easiotomy. Babyland is...
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. She's going to perform a procedure called an easiotomy. Then it was making a moaning sound and an ah sound. Hello, everybody. How are you doing on this fine Monday? I'm doing quite well. So today's video is going to be a little bit slightly different of a topic, but it's just so strange, so bizarre. I had to bring it to your attention. I came across this video fairly recently. I mean, it was a while back, but I just re-remembered it today, and I was like, oh, I got to talk to y'all about it. And this has to do with the Cabbage Patch dolls, the Cabbage Patch dolls kids, the Cabbage Patch kids dolls, whatever you want to call it. Not really the history or the lore, although we will talk a little bit about that, but more along the lines of this Babyland General Hospital that apparently has a tree that gives live birth to Cabbage Patch dolls. Now, I am the last person on earth to, make fun of somebody's joy, what, they get joy out of or whatever. But y'all, honestly, this is so bizarre. To each their own. And I know I do have it scrolling on the bottom, but don't send any hate to anybody mentioned in this video. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is just make y'all aware of some public information that's already public. I do have my honorable mention co-host with me today. I have not named this doll, although it did come with a name. Its name is Aries Alien. And I don't think this one, I think I got ripped off. I don't think this one came with a birth certificate, or maybe it did. I got to look it up. But it smells like that Cabbage Patch smell. I got this one because it had green eyes like me. And also because it's an alien, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to put her back, Aries. But that one I ordered from the website, from the CabbagePatchKids.com, which I will show y'all real quick before we get into watching this live birth situation. Now here is CabbagePatchKids.com, and as you can see, there's a bunch of different links. I just clicked on Our Magical Story. I mean, I don't think we got to read all this, but it's interesting. It's very interesting. One thing I know that a lot of y'all will probably point out is that the Cabbage Patch doll kids creation is largely attributed to this man named Xavier Roberts. And if you look at the Cabbage Patch doll kids' butts, they all have his name engraved on them or embroidered on them or something, stamped, whatever. But come to find out, actually, somebody else had actually invented these dolls first, doll babies, and they were like soft sculpture dolls. Martha Nelson, doll babies, and she was making them in North Georgia. But anyways, there's a little bit of controversy about who actually started the Cabbage Patch dolls and whose idea it was and all that. So the story goes, the creator was playing and daydreaming. A curious creature buzzed by his head. It was a bunny, flew in the air, buzzed like a bee. And whatever. Okay, then there's storks delivering babies. I'll let y'all, I'll put the link in the description down below. But anyway, so as you can see, there's like this cover photo of this like sort of plantation style mansion. Again, this is in Georgia. Okay, the history. Yeah, okay. So these are the kind of like doll babies. Okay, whatever. All right. So the other day I was on the internet, not minding my own business, and I came across this video right here. It's called The Strangest Hospital in the World. Cabbage Patch Babies / adoption birth certificates. And here's the video right here. It is from a channel called Mind Unveiled, 285,000 subscribers, and it was posted this past October. They take a tour of the Babyland General Hospital, and they say quite possibly the weirdest hospital in the world. You can experience the live birth of a Cabbage Patch baby. And I'll throw up a picture of the thumbnail image here, but on the thumbnail image it says something about a live birth. There are many other videos online on YouTube, especially, that you can find this tree giving birth, but we're just going to go with that one because that's the video that I did see. Not only is the concept strange, but I think you'll start to see what I mean. Okay, so this is what it looks like out there. It looks like it's in the middle of nowhere, and it's this Cabbage Patch hospital.
I enjoyed, since at the time, I remember it being,
I don't know, maybe it might also just be the music. I also got a new chair. That's what this headrest is about. I don't know if I'm living, laughing, loving for it, but we'll see. I'm going to try it out this week.
a very surreal experience. I must admit that the smell of Cabbage Patch Babies is very distinct, and it opened up a big can of nostalgia for me.
I did not remember that either. And when I ordered this little one back here and I opened the package, it smelled very like powder.
The first time that I've been to Babel. Upon entering the building, we noticed a very strange wall that was covered in celebrity photos that seemed to be praising Xavier for, I don't know, the Cabbage Patch Kids, I guess? Not gonna lie, that was a little strange. I'm not sure why so many celebrities were so excited about the...
Well, the Cabbage Patch dolls were like a huge, 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 huge thing. And actually, I went through the archives. Where is it? I went through the family photo archives painstakingly in order to find this photo of my mom at some point in the 80s. Let me see if it says it on the back. It don't say what year it is. But this, I mean, my mom and her cousin, and they standing there with their Cabbage Patch dolls. But my mom said she didn't even like hers because it had a stupid name. And apparently they came with like birth certificates and they already had been named. So you couldn't even change their names. And she was like, my mom like stood in line all night, which is my granny, stood in line all night just for my mom to have this Cabbage Patch doll. And then it had a stupid name, Beverly Cora. This is what the like hospital looks like on the inside, and it's very time machine, like frozen in time, like very like 80s, 90s, whatever. And I do just want to say, like, I do think to some extent it is cool because it's kind of like a museum and it's keeping this sort of cultural phenomenon remnant of the past alive and well in a way. But y'all are going to see what I mean when we get to this live birth.
The whole place is set up sort of like a nursery. There are literally thousands of plush dolls and toys strewn about the different rooms, and each room has a sort of different theme. However, the most obvious feature is the tree in the middle of the largest room. I'm not sure if this is the same tree from the original Babyland General, but it certainly looks the same to me. We walked around and checked everything out for a while. The music playing was your typical child's nursery playlist, which was a little grating at first, but then they started playing some actual Cabbage Patch Kids songs, which were admittedly better.
There are actual Cabbage Patch Kids songs, which I just learned today whenever I was uploading my Instagram post for this, and interesting.
And the other stuff.
Like, so far, so good for me, right? It's a tree with a bunch of babies coming out of cabbages. Little weird, but fine, whatever. I'm gonna let people do what they want to do. Just wait. The music they playing is very aggravating. It's like, we'll be watching SpongeBob SquarePants when she comes. We'll be watching SpongeBob SquarePants when she comes. We'll be watching SpongeBob SquarePants. We'll be watching SpongeBob SquarePants. What in the world? I would have to get out of there or wear earplugs.
Cow's weird.
They're funny for this. They just slowly scanning over the babies and playing this ominous music. They're funny for this. I mean, when you put it that way, it does kind of look a little weird. It's just like some of their faces looks kind of sad. Like they don't look particularly happy. Like they're stuck in these cabbages. I don't know if they went on like a weekday or a weekend or what, if it's always just so abandoned in there. But I think for me, that's adding to the weirdness of it. It's adding to it being kind of surreal. Like it's sort of like a time capsule. And I'm sure it smells very nostalgic, like that Cabbage Patch smell. And then there's the TY Beanie Babies. Like then there's really nobody in there. And then it's just this kind of like random like kid music I've never heard. It's very surreal.
Yeah, they started moving.
Oh, yeah.
Cabbage dilation, 10 leaves apart. Nurse Adelaide, delivery staff. Mother Cabbage in labor. All staff code green.
Okay, Mother Cabbage, I'm here to announce, is in labor. Code green. They call him the tree Mother Cabbage, which I find to be very inaccurate. The tree gonna give birth to the cabbage. That's the first issue.
Oh, wow. Look at the bunny rays hanging from the tree.
Oh.
And here come Nurse Alec. But again, this probably just some girl in Georgia that needs a job, y'all. Y'all don't need to be mean to her. Don't contact anybody mentioned here. This is just a reaction and she's blurred out.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Babyland. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. Is this anyone's first time here? Yes. All right. Well, there's no need to be nervous. My name's Nurse, and I'm an LPN here, Babyland, and that stands for Licensed Patch Nurse. And I'm here to assist Mother Cabbage with this delivery. Now, the way that we
She's a licensed patch nurse here to assist Mother Cabbage with this delivery.
know Mother Cabbage has gone into labor is the crystals at the bottom of the tree start to glow just a little bit brighter, and the bunnybees flying above my head sprinkle down a magic crystal pollen, and that's going to tell us whether we have a baby boy or a baby girl. So what do you guys have for today, boy or a girl? Girl.
Boy.
Boy. Twins. All right, there's a little bit of both, so just be sure I need you all to cross your fingers super, super tight. Put them high in the sky, and if you want a baby girl, say pink, pink, pink. And if you want a baby boy, say blue, blue, blue. All right.
It don't really matter to me.
I'm gonna do a quick sonogram just to be sure. It does look like a happy, healthy baby. And with all that pink, it looks like it is going to be a baby girl today.
So she can tell from the color pink that it's going to be a baby girl today. And then the cartoon baby shows up on the tree. And then I just want to point out that little upside down bottle with a tube coming out of it. She's going to talk about it, but it's called a Magicin.
All right, I'm going to get her blanket ready for her. And then the first thing I'm going to do is give Mother Cabbage a shot of a Magicin. Now, a Magicin is not going to hurt or harm Mother Cabbage or the baby. It's just going to help to make sure that her leaves are nice and loose for a smoother delivery.
I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like it. The Magicin is going to get her nice and loose for a smoother delivery, y'all. You hear the people laughing. One thing I noticed is I don't hear really any kids in the audience. It's all just adults that are probably going over here to just see how weird it is.
Next, I'm going to give her an extra large dose of TLC. Does anybody know what TLC stands for?
Tender loving care.
Tender loving care, that's right. And here at Babyland, we believe in giving all of our babies only the biggest doses of TLC. Next, I'm going to perform a procedure called an easiotomy. Babyland is...
Oh my God. She's going to perform a procedure called an easiotomy. I'm not getting into it right now, but if you would like to know what that is, go to the Google and type in episiotomy.
It's the only hospital in the entire world that does perform this procedure. I'm not quite sure why, though, because I have always had really good luck, and I have never...
This is gross. I mean, okay, listen, I understand wanting to bring a little fantasy to it all. I understand wanting to have a little fun with it. But all that brought to my mind just now was the procedure episiotomy, which makes me cringe and wince. Like, I'm not trying to have that brought to mind in my little imagination fantasy land tree cabbage moment.
Never once had to perform a C-section.
Again, this ain't nurse what's her name's fault. This is a script. I've watched 2-3 videos of this, and it's all different nurses. They have the same script. It's not her fault. It is just weird.
And for all you newcomers, that does stand for cabbage section here at Babyland. Now I'm going to measure to make sure Mother Cabbage is in fact dilated a full 10 leaves apart. And she is, so we're off to a very good start. Now Mother Cabbage has already had
She wants to see if Mother Cabbage is dilated a full 10 leaves apart.
a couple deliveries today, so she's feeling a little bit nervous and just a little bit tired. So I need you all to help her out and take a deep breath.
They're using this poor tree like a baby factory.
Breath in. And let out. One more deep breath in. And all right, that helped out Mother Cabbage so much that I think she is ready to start pushing.
Probably did, because Mother Cabbage lives on carbon dioxide, and that's what you do when you breathe out.
So on the count of 3, I need you all to yell push as loud as you can, all right? 1, 2,
Now we yelling at her.
3.
Push!
All right, that was really good. I see a lot of movement, and I do see the baby's head first, which is the best news that I could give you guys, because if I were to see an arm or a leg, that's what's known as a branch delivery, and you guys will be stuck here for
A branch delivery instead of a breech.
a very long time. All right, one more push, and I think our baby girl should be here. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Push!
Then it was making a moaning sound and a ah sound. Now she's just, I mean, she wasted literally no time at all. They are getting that thing off of Mother Cabbage so fast. She's clipping that umbilical cord.
And here she is. All right, I'm going to wrap her up and tell you guys a few things about her. Now, the very first thing that I did notice is this baby girl was born bald, but that, of course, does not make her any less beautiful or less special. It just means that our interns got a little lazy last night and they forgot to fertilize her part of the patch. This baby girl was also born with some beautiful brown eyes and a little outie belly button where I gently clipped her for Mother Cabbage.
Now, at this hospital, you can adopt the baby that's born from the tree during the live birth. I don't know how much it is. I think they do talk about the price a little bit in the Mine Unveiled video. I really don't know exactly what the cost, the price, whatever, but you could adopt this one.
And now this next part can be just a little bit embarrassing. So will you guys promise you won't laugh at her? Y'all promise? Just like
apparently they used to do all kind of other weird stuff. Maybe in the editing I'll go back and put it in, but apparently they used to just have like kids like walking right up to the fake like aftercare spot or whatever, where they would be taking its temperature and giving it all kind of vaccinations and all kinds of things. Now they take it behind a glass. I don't know why they changed that. I do remember doing a little slight bit of research on it and then talking about it in a video. If I can find it, I will put it in right here. But yeah, now they do it behind the glass.
All our babies born here at Babyland, she has the famous Xavier Roberts birthmark on her little bottom. All right, I'm gonna wrap her back up, and then before I take her over there to the Babyland delivery nursery, where you guys can watch her get her very first checkup, she does need a first and middle name. So do you guys have any suggestions?
Dylan.
Dylan?
Amethyst.
See, like these are all like old ladies. Like, where's the children?
Amethyst?
Mary Lee.
Mary Lee?
Like this all Mary Lee.
Pretty. Oh, I like Mary.
All right. I'm gonna ask her what she thinks about all those names. Are you sure? Okay, I'll let them know. She said she loved all those name suggestions, but she is gonna go with the name Mary Amethyst, and with a name like that, she is sure to be famous one day. Now give this baby girl a big round of applause because it is her birthday.
I will. I just gotta take one picture of this one. That's a haircut. Yeah, it is.
So now they done brought her back behind the glass and they're doing her little checkup. Of course, they got to load her up.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
Give her some vitamin K.
Vitamin K, I'm so sure.
Oh, the heart check. Good.
I don't know what this is. It's interesting to say the least.
Okay.
And there it is right there. Now, it does look like this different kind of Cabbage Patch doll. This one with the soft heads, like not the plastic ones. I do think there's different types.
Okay, we just got our little baby. Adopted our Cabbage Patch kid. His name's Solomon.
That one's
Got a
cute.
little onesie. And it comes with a birth certificate. We will fill out.
I just thought it was so weird that they have this thing called Magicin. Right above it was the hybrid bunny bees hanging from the tree. So they seem to be the pollinators of these Cabbage Patch babies, which to me is no coincidence because bunnies and bees are considered to be fertility symbols. These crystals are supposedly made to glow only when Mother Cabbage is about to give birth. So these babies are on a mountain or in the wilderness, possibly near a cave. That's part of the lore.
So let me see if there's just another video. Let's just see. Okay, so I have found a video from 1984. And Let's see. This is, I think, the one where they used to do it a little different.
Okay, let's see what's inside here. Oh, here he comes. It's a little boy. Give him a smack on the bottom. Get him to cry.
I don't think they'd be smacking him on the bottom no more. That's one difference I saw.
Make him smell beautiful.
I think that might cause asbestos mesothelioma or something now. They done found out.
There we go. There's on your baby. His name's Jack. There you are. Give him a big cuddle and a big kiss. Beautiful. And there's his papers. Look here. Look, there's his papers. There's his name.
There's his papers. That's his name. You as mom, but you don't get to name him.
Jack, they're like little people. It's not as if you're just going into a shop and buying a doll and walking out. It's nice to go through the whole thing of seeing them born. You can see how they're being changed and they get fed and they get loved. You sign adoption papers, you say an oath. And it's just a nice sense of belonging for the owners of these new owners of their babies.
You got to say a oath, and she said the new owner. She didn't say parents. This is weird.
Can you please repeat that? Yes. I promise to love my Cabbage Patch Kid with all my heart. I promise to be a kind and a good parent. I will always remember how special my Cabbage Patch Kid is to me.
I mean, it is kind of giving like Build-A-Bear workshop. Like we had Build-A-Bear when we were kids. I mean, Cabbage Patch dolls are still around. Like we did have them when we were kids, but I do feel like it's a little bit more Gen X than millennial.
I know. Ice cream. Adopt me.
She said, no, I want ice cream.
To me, I'm not a cabbage doll. I'm real. Okay, guys, what do you think of the Cabbage Patch Kids craze?
Oh, I think they're a bit gimmicky. And, they're all right, but it's a bit sappy.
He said, my little sister thinks she came out of a cabbage.
No, it sets sex education back a few years, does it?
I won't disagree with that one. Anyway, I mean, I don't know, y'all. It's just weird. I found it to be very bizarre and very weird. However, that being said, people can do what they want to do. I'm sure a lot of stuff I do, people think is very weird. So do what you want to do. That's all I really had for today. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye. We'll be watching SpongeBob SquarePants when she comes. We'll be watching SpongeBob SquarePants when she comes. We'll be watching SpongeBob SquarePants. We'll be watching SpongeBob SquarePants. What in the world? I would have to get out of there or wear earplugs.